Sink first. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're watching. How are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. I don't know if Happy Tuesday is a thing, but it is around here. I'm trying to stay positive. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Let us know where you're watching from and what you want to see. We are rolling a clear really quickly over this glitter sink that we did yesterday. And if you notice, I'm actually using a little bit of a smaller roller today, and just so I can kind of get around in all the little nooks and crannies right there. Like I say, I am an eternal student. I've kind of always had that attitude. I've tried to have that attitude anyways with everything I do. So I kind of picked that up. I used to do jiu-jitsu some, and I was never that great at it, but I felt like there was always something to be said about just constantly learning, whether it's the rifle range in the Marines or epoxy or no matter what, just constantly trying to learn.
Eddie Torres said April in Colorado can't come soon enough.
Oh, gonna be here, Eddie. I look forward to meeting you, man.
That's gonna be
Have a badass day. That's gonna be that workshop, Eddie. Just got amazing. The workshop in April here. We just got a really big, really badass, horribly damaged floor, and we're gonna make it like the Taj frickin' Mahal. It's gonna be prettier than anything you've ever seen. So I'm actually happy because it has nasty big failed expansion joints. It's basically everything that you'd want to learn how to do so you could make money in epoxy. So, you know, that's badass, dude. I look forward to meeting you guys. You know, I like to teach people how to do the hardest jobs because the riches are in the niches. Be somewhere where nobody wants to be, fight where nobody wants to fight, and you'll usually win. So, Israel, God bless you guys. Hope you're having a good day. So, God bless everybody in the world too, just so you all know. That was not a political statement. I love every single person from every country in the world, and I hate war, so I hope you guys end that war. So,
definitely added this to our improvement business services.
Dude, look forward to that, man. Eddie, gangster. Eddie used to be my nickname in high school. It's kind of weird. I don't even want to admit that. I had this girl that liked me, and she started calling me Edward. I was like, why is that? You just got a boyfriend named Edward, apparently, dude. So she just probably named us both Edward, so she didn't have to try to remember two names. Whatever. I called her mom the same name, too, so I didn't have to remember two names. I'm joking. Tonight I have... You know what?
Great job.
Oh, we're getting it. Okay.
This
clear coat is done. Now you notice it's a little ripply. That's just a little bit of surface tension on here. I'm gonna pour. I hate wasting epoxy. We'll leave it all on here.
Someone said my 3 ex-wives were all named Kimberly.
Well, damn. Lucky Kimberly.
Dropping bombs is in the building.
Dropping bombs. Love you, man.
The time has come for our favorite epoxy wedge.
Dude, dropping bombs. You're the best thing in the world. I don't even know. I need to know you somehow. You seem like an amazing person. God bless you, dropping bombs. You could use it for a tub. This is actually our tub and sink coating. That was just a small mix of it, but usually we have a full 2-quart kit. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Now we're gonna pour our main piece. We're trying to go over some of our natural kits. This is kind of a popular one lately that people have been pouring on a lot of countertops, whether you have an old tile countertop or Formica countertop, something you're going over. And I'm gonna do something a little simpler. This is what we have a lot of people wanting to learn how to do because they're doing this in their homes, and we have a few requests today because we have people that are installing this kit. So we're recording this and we'll throw it up on YouTube. This will just be a couple different variations of how I do the bronze patina kit. Is that right?
Den said, is that epoxy going to make the sink super heavy?
Oh no, it won't add much weight to the sink. That added about 4 pounds, which is not totally negligible. So
I'm laughing at this person's name. Roast Beef Beaver said hello. Can you something?
Roast beef beaver? I have something. I already made it for you. That sounds amazing. I've got exactly what you need. Thank you for joining our live today, Roast Beef Beaver. I love you and I love your name. So I'm guessing you're an elderly man at your computer with balding like I am. And no, I'm joking. I love you. Love you all.
Dropping bombs said, so not to TMI the chat, but I pulled that color up off of a few ladies over the years.
dropping bombs. You do drop bombs. Guarantee that. This is turning out pretty. Our chat's spicy today, man. I don't even know the response. I'm like, just don't pull me off of TikTok. You can pull me off, but not off of TikTok. Every time I get involved in conversations, our channel goes down. That's, you guys are all thinking I'm Bob Ross vibes, but I'm like trying not to get my channel canceled vibes. And I'm trying to be, this is weird, I'm very non-religious, but to whom it may concern, I'm trying to actually be a Christian, which I think is very different than religious. And I'm a dad, so let's say you're in your kitchen, you poured your bronze, super simple. Any idiot, trust me. I should do like the caveman commercials, but it should be like me. Like, so simple a ginger can do it. Should we do that as an advertising slogan? And then every time I just walk in, I get offended. Like, oh, I'm just here to be it, but whatever. Anybody can do what we just did there. We mix equal parts A and B. We pour our bronze powder in, dump it out, which that's all fun, very easy. You have like 20, 30 minutes to do that if you're slow, just like I am. I make everything look difficult, just so you know you can do this. So then you mix up a little extra, you pour that into some little cups, put some pretty colors in there. After this is all down, this is exactly what I would do on a job site if I had a big kitchen countertop and I was like, damn, I ain't never mixed epoxy. Here's my accent colors. I'd put them in different spots. Sometimes I'll just be random too, guys. Sometimes I'll do something just like this. Leave it only at one end. Which, there you are.
A fine line here between funny and violating.
Dude, I always walk a fine line between funny and violating, because it is funny to violate. No, I'm just joking. Here we are. See, I joke way too much. I was a Marine, and I learned when I left the Marine Corps that people didn't really laugh at things that I laughed at, and then I started realizing maybe I need to change. So
the person who asked about the tub epoxy lost connection, so she.
Oh, I'm sorry you lost connection. What was the question about the tub epoxy? Yeah, this is our tub and sink coating, and it usually comes with enough product. If you're kind of, especially once you practice it a little bit, you usually have enough to knock out a sink if you're kind of quick, if you mix on time, and you can usually do your tub and one sink. Now, this would be just a very, very simple way to do a countertop and make it look beautiful too. I mean, this would be, anybody could do this. You pour your colors, and remember, I'm just kind of spreading it out. I don't want to overmix it too much, but I really don't care. I'm just letting it do whatever it does. I don't want to have an obvious like cross roller mark or something in it. But even if you did do something stupid like that, and you're like, oh, I didn't want that, well, guess what? Let's not stress about it. I do try to keep each stroke, if you don't think bad when I say this, but each stroke needs to be long and smooth and all the way off the end. So if you notice, I'm not making tiny little strokes, so.
Old Red Rooster said I'm triggered with all that ginger talk.
Old Red Rooster, you sound like a badass. Now let's say you like still have product left over and you're like, dude, I still want this to be more. Now I would probably go right on to torching this and just call it a day, but maybe we want to do some of this.
Someone did ask how to do a wood grain.
Yep. Well, let's say let's say you want to take the same exact kit. You can just buy this right on our website for like $240 for your whole kitchen. And we're gonna pour this in here. And I'm gonna try not to offend Old Red Rooster because he sounds like the kind of guy I want to be friends with.
Anna said the caption. She's laughing. At the name that I named this.
Oh yes, the name. I'm sorry, we have some odd names here, don't we, guys? If you like Step Brothers.
Oh. So this is so kind of relaxing. Dropping Bombs said a cool flooring for a man cave.
Dude, dropping bombs? Hell yeah.
Camo pattern. Oh yeah.
Dropping bombs? I would like to try that. I would like to try a Let me think about some different camo patterns. I'll try that. I will admit I tried to do woodland camo one day, and it looked more like I had an epileptic seizure. It's probably the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Are the floors slippery when wet?
No, actually these floors have amazing slip coefficient, so they're actually really good for slippery when wet.
Do you have any gold or bronze glitter?
I do have gold and bronze glitter. So this is, like I say, this would just be our bronze kit, super easy to do. And I'm trying to purposely not do anything special, nothing fancy, nothing that you couldn't do. And obviously I could have just quit when I was ahead a minute ago, and it would have took you probably an hour after you mask your countertops off to do them all. But let's say you still have product, and like we had somebody out there say, I want a wood grain effect. Like maybe your wife walks in while you're doing this and she's like, I want wood. And you're like, all right, we'll do a wood grain with this. So here we go. We're gonna give her wood if that's what she wants. We'll do wood grain.
What do you use for a base, like plywood or something?
The base, I usually use MDF, but a lot of times this is very commonly poured right over tile. A lot of stuff like that. So here we are, just, you gotta usually just get your fingers right in it. Now, I actually have a plastic trowel, I just don't know where it is, but this will show you just how simple this is.
Why don't you use a mask?
I don't wear a mask with this product because it actually has zero odor. You notice a lot of products are advertised as zero VOC, but because the FDA allows people to lie about their products, a lot of them will still have a really strong odor, and this product right here is one of the strongest and best and clearest and zero odor products in the world. So we ship this all over the place. Even a lot of people that have resin allergies will use this because we've removed a lot of the harmful chemicals that are in most epoxies. And it actually made it stronger and nicer than almost any product I've ever worked with. Okay.
Someone asked if you could do this over tile countertop.
Very easy, very common to do this over tile. It's one of the best things to do. And we actually have another product that you can like patch up and flatten all the tile out really quickly and sand that. And then you come onto here, and it's an amazing option for tile. So
My wife doesn't like wood, and someone said my wife, or dropping bombs, said my wife has never come in demanding wood. I must be doing something wrong.
you gotta come to a class of mine, and I'll fix things so you have more demands on that.
Send us some and let us review it. Artist till death. So.
Artist till death? We'll check out your channel, and if you have a good channel, I would definitely have you review it. And we love you guys. Thanks for being on our channel, Artist Till Death. I want to see your channel too. Come do a class, Artist Till Death. If you're a real artist and whatnot, I'll give you an at-cost class, so call our office. We'll work together. We'll do a big, cool project. I do ship to Alaska.
It looks wicked wood.
I'm going to do something that I never do.
You put this right on tile.
You could put this right over tile. Okay, I don't believe in this, guys. But let's just say you had some spray paint sitting around, and Levi, me, I'm the person that's always talking crap about people that spray paint. I'm like, look at that idiot not doing things right. And then I spray paint because I just thought it would be really fun. And I get ADD, and then I just want to have fun. 'Cause boys just want to have fun. I'm having fun today.
Wrong song.
I don't know. That's the weirdest dirty pour I've ever done. I think I overdid the color in there.
I have an old laminate type countertop that I use Gianni countertop paint on. How would I use yours?
Just do a light sanding if you have anything failing. Make sure it's really clean. A lot of times I'll just wipe everything down with like a quick alcohol 99% isopropyl or acetone. And usually from that point on, you'll have a pretty good chance of having a really good bond. So you could do clear right over it if you liked your pattern, or you could do something like this very simply.
What about a mica countertop or a...
Yep. For mica is one of the most common countertops that we see people go over. I'd say tile, granite, marble, those are the next ones. You see actually a lot of granite lately. Oh, this is gonna be better than y'all think too, down here. I'm doing some weird patterns down here, and you guys can't see it because I haven't torched it. But the torch is gonna bring the beauty out.
To put over the interior of my home.
Acid stained concrete, just make it sure it's really smooth, and then seal that up. And I always start out just by sealing it, especially if you want to leave it looking really pretty and have the look of the acid stain. And then we have what's called diamond gloss, and man, it'll look so beautiful. You can go right over that floor and encapsulate it. We've gone over stamped concrete that was really thick in basements and stuff and made just like an ice skating rink or like a dance floor. Okay. This is Countertop Epoxy, and that's the best epoxy you could ever buy for going over laminate. It's very strong, has an amazing bond strength. You don't have to prime anything first, because this has a way better bond strength than any primer. So,
I want to know how you would prep a tile countertop.
tile countertop, we just have non-sag epoxy. It's like peanut butter, and you just trowel that down just like drywall mud or however you'd call it, but it's an epoxy, so it's really, it chemically cures, it doesn't have moisture issues, and we flatten everything out. With that, get that worked out, and then as soon as that dries the next day, we'll sand any little high spots off, and we can pour just like this. I actually have a few videos going over tile. I think we do a white marble over tile that I did back a few years ago on video.
Vintage Vision said, I love looking through your content. At some point, I'm going to try my hand at this on something vintage.
vintage visions. I could not wait to see something like that. I love the art side of this and like fixing up old furniture and stuff. I don't know. If I ever retire young, you'll find me building furniture and woodworking and going to Goodwill and picking up old dressers and making them pretty. I've probably given away now like 10 dressers over the last 10 years and just weird entertainment centers and tables because I love working on them, but then I have too many of them sitting around my office and people show up and like them, and I always seem to end up losing them, getting rid of them. Okay, I'm liking this. I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, just a simple thing that you could do on your own. Thank you guys for all the support and the love. Please hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. If not, comment. And yeah, I want a comment, but I want your comment to be what we need to do better so that we can better serve you guys. So don't watch these tits for free. This very scratch resistant product, especially, we show you a lot. This product has what's called good state. It's on stoke ratio, so the stoichiometry of it's really accurate, meaning it cures chemically properly, and it'll achieve, as long as you mix it according to the instructions on time, temperature, and ratio, you'll receive a really scratch resistant countertop as soon as it cures. So go to one of our classes. I'd say learning about this epoxy is one of the best things you could do, just by signing up for a class. We have super hands-on classes. We have a classroom here that we have 35 to 45 people, depending on what we teach. We'll cut it off, what we're going over, because I won't have more people in a classroom, and we have people from all over the world come, but we want tons of personal hands-on. I want you guys mixing product, making mistakes, messing it up, doing it again, figuring out what you did wrong, doing accents, spraying alcohol, using the torch. We have tons of people come in here and they're just like, oh, I'm afraid of using the torch or spraying alcohol, or I'll start a fire. And sometimes they start little fires, but it all happens under my watchful eye, and we work through it, and it's usually really fun. That's turning out. What's that?
How many dads in cost of class?
How many?
Or classes?
How many dads in cost of class? There's lots of dads. I'm guessing there's lots of dads in class. I don't know. That comment was different than I'm probably not understanding it correctly. And the cost of classes, I think we have everything from $349, $500, $800, and $1,000. And I think right now, I think we still have a sale going on right now for the classes. So I think we have a 20% discount. I think it's workshop 20. I don't even know if I'm supposed to share that or whatever, but if you put that in the cart, I'm pretty sure it'll actually discount 20% off your workshops.
Oh yeah, someone was asking about a military discount.
Military discount? Yeah, you can use that workshop 20. So
Levi over there talking life histories before money for classes.
say what?
Levi's over here talking about life history before money for classes.
Oh, you know what? I'm not a very good salesperson. I actually just love people, and I love working with people, and I love making people succeed.
What's the name of this resin?
This is Countertop Epoxy, guys. So definitely check us out. We've been in the game for a long time. One of the best companies out there, in my opinion.
Where are classes located?
We have the next one coming up is in 2 weeks. It's in Vero Beach, Florida, and that's going to be a pretty badass class. And we were just doing a high-end floor, but we actually just got another facility rented nearby the floor. So when we have downtime off the floor, we can go make actual countertop and wall samples in a really fun classroom. So I'm actually personally really looking forward to the Florida class, and I know some of the guys out there, and they're just a really good crew. So look forward to working with them and doing a pretty decorative floor. The next Colorado class, when is that? Is it April? Yeah, I think the next Colorado class is in April, and it's going to be a really cool master's class where we go over everything. We're going to be going over a huge floor. It's going to be one of the nastiest floors we've ever covered in a class. I think it's 2,200 square feet, very failed concrete, spalling. It's been wet. It's had like caustic acid in it. It's exactly what we want to work on and prove that we can make it whatever kind of beautiful floor they want. Houston classes, we are looking for a facility in Dallas or Houston. So if you know of a facility where we could host a class in Houston or Dallas, anywhere in central Texas in a good town, let us know. That has been something. We had a really good facility in Houston, and I believe the guy actually sold. he was getting older, and he had a bunch of custom cars in there, and I believe he sold the whole place. So
Neon Nick Van said, I need to come to Vero.
Neon Nick Van, I would love to meet you again, man. You're a badass. Neo Nick Van is one of my better friends. He was in the Marine Corps with me and served all around the world and has done epoxy about some of the better jobs out there. So check out his page, and if you're in like the Ohio area or anywhere around, hit him up, because he actually goes out and helps a lot of guys on some complex jobs and stuff.
Do you sell products to students once graduating?
Oh yeah, we sell all our products to any of the students. You can buy the Countertop Epoxy without going to class if you want to. I just recommend, if you're trying to do this as a job, come to a class. You'll save yourself thousands of dollars in headaches, mistakes. Really, I love to make mistakes, but I like to make them in the classroom so we can learn from them together, and it's not costing you guys a bunch of money and time. It's not frustrating your customers.
Or anything like this for a cement walkway to redo the top of cement.
Yep, we do a lot of outdoor coatings too. I'll kind of take you guys on a little walk in a second and show you some of the different stuff we do around here. Oh, it's turning out. This is turning out fun, right? Oh, booty my hands.
New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah, you guys are close by. If you're in New Mexico, come right on up to a class. We actually just had 2 people from New Mexico in the last class. Okay, that's... we'll try to. I will say that the classes, we work our best to go live if we can, but we always have to make sure first and foremost the students there are taken care of. And we, like I said, we do try to go live, but we have to do that and to make sure the customer is taken care of as well. So as long as we have time and things are working out, I will do that. And usually that's a yes. But if you want to go to the workshop, the link's in the bio, and we're going to be having some amazing workshops, and there's still a 20% discount in the cart. I was told, I did not realize that. Yeah, we have one in Florida, then one in North Carolina. Those are 2 really awesome. Like, those will both be similar to like our master's class right here in Colorado. So, but way warmer. Yeah, if you're in Utah, come right over to Colorado to a class. We'd love to work with you. Or go to Florida if you're in Utah, because good Lord, it's going to be warmer than Utah or Colorado, and we'll hang out there instead. And can I did hair to metal? Yes, as long as you're confident in your mechanical bond. And meaning I would sand this or abrade this with a rough enough of a surface that I knew I had created a bond that was mechanical, meaning it was rough enough that the epoxy was actually had something to grab into. The torch, if you notice, I put some like kind of partially cured thick epoxy veins up in here, and now just torching it, all this does is just really pops the air bubbles, warms up the product, and helps it self-level and flow into what's around it. So, Vero Beach, Florida, and Ocean Isles Beach, Ocean Isles, North Carolina, or Grand Junction, Colorado. Man, that turned out good, guys. Now, for kind of mess up our sink, probably. I'm going to go mess our sink up before we leave with kind of a surprise. How long are the classes? They're generally 4 days, very hands-on. Ooh, this sink turned out prettier than I thought. Vero Beach, Florida, V-E-R-O, Vero Beach, Florida. So, and then we have one in Ocean Isles, North Carolina, just a little bit after that. Those are going to both be very good classes where we're covering real job, where we're actually on job sites. That's kind of my passion, is being on a job site, teaching people as realistically as possible. So right now I'm torching fast, and I'm not over torching because I really just want to pop any air bubbles, help it really. So Vero Beach workshop, yeah, it's the 26th to the 29th. So very hands-on. We're going to be pouring a floor, grinding slabs, grinding fractures, sealing a slab, expelling moisture, teaching about hydrostatic vapor, showing exterior coatings, thresholds, stuff like that. And then we're going to be going back to a classroom and be doing a whole bunch of countertops. And I'm actually shipping out a bit of extra product so we can go home with some really pretty samples. So it should be fun. 6172 was my MOS in the Marine Corps. Now, I don't want to over torch this, and of course, because Levi does shit like this, I can see that I actually missed a spot. So it's really easy to miss a spot when you're clear on like a finished epoxy coating, and you can always just take a piece of trash like I just did and just smear it around and make all things beautiful again. No.
How durable is the surface when it gets scratched up?
Oh, that's a very durable. This is right here. This is harder and more scratch resistant than your cultured marble that you probably have in your bathroom right now. People wonder when I walk around in my cowboy boots and my cowboy hat, and they're like, oh, that dude probably does not ride horses. And then I get closer and they see glitter all over me and they're like, he does not ride horses. I do ride motorcycles, but I'm not cool enough to be a real cowboy, but I do like blowing glitter on shit, so.
What do we do about the drip?
What do we do about the drips? These I'd have to cut off because it's like 10 coats of epoxy.
TJ said, hell yeah, I was with the 161st 13 Bravo for 9 years.
God bless you, man. Thank you for serving. I loved all the 13 Bravos. If you're in Utah, you know what? If you want to go to a nice warm class, just go to a nice warm class out in North Carolina or Florida. If you want to come and you just want to drive right over, definitely hit the Grand Junction class up. So I just want to get to know you if you're somebody we can support and help.
Oh, we went from red to pink.
Did that break anybody's heart or piss anybody off? I hope not. But it was fun. And I'm going to try something, guys. So I'm going to spray this. I'm going to spray this heavy with alcohol and see. I think it's a little too late in the game to get the glitter to totally settle like into it. But yeah, we'll see. Sometimes you can spray alcohol if it's real early and the glitter will actually settle down into that epoxy. And then you'd never have to do a clear coat. That's actually looking pretty good. You guys are so nice. I just play around a lot and I like to show you guys the fun stuff. So, all right, now I'll take you on a little walk if you want to. Let's have some fun. Let's take a trip. I'm gonna take a ride on my epoxy mixing stick. I don't know what that song's really. I think that song might be actually bad messages. I don't really know. So, this, my little girl, has been having so much fun. We just splashed water on a board and spray painted it, like fogged it and make water drops. So that's this. That's not really what I teach you in class. That's just fun stuff. If you're a little kid and you come to my office, I have scooters, Uno, and tons of epoxy for you to pour and all kinds of games. And you can even fill colors in the back and do stuff like that. So
Everyone got their leash on. Here we go.
Everybody's got their leash on. You better keep your leash on. This right here, I love. This is just fun. It was just an old cheap picture frame, and a lot of you guys have seen it already. So just a really simple way to take and make a big, impressive wall art piece. And honestly, in my opinion, this is super impressive, but my skills weren't. It was super easy to do. So I guess, I don't know if I can show you guys this table. This table gets me counseled. You can just barely see it from a distance, and then he won't really show it too much because it has GUNs and stuff in it, but it's totally legal, all decommissioned. It's about 1,000-pound table, 4 inches thick, AK, M16, RPG, 50 cal, 7.62, 5.56, all inert. We built it for the head singer of Madison Rising, and it turned out the guy had like stole some songs and whatever. It was all drama, and we couldn't really. Are you guys here for epoxy? Or help? Or are you guys being helped?
My buddies made me here. I was going to see. I took a class a while back.
Okay.
If you have stuff for like shower floor, if it's concrete.
Oh yeah, definitely we do. We'll make sure we take care of that right away. That is an incredibly cute baby. We can't show that on a live video, so that's way too cute. So yes, thank you. I'll make sure somebody's right here with you.
No rush.
Yes. We'll take a quick walk and get help. Or I'll end the live and I'll run and help. Because I kind of like talking to people. No, we're good. North Carolina, you guys can show around this and what we're doing, and I will.
I think North Carolina is March 25th, guys. We have it linked in our bio, so just click on that link.
Yeah, clink.
Sorry, I demiked you.
Big back in a fry. Thank you, and supersize that. No, I'm really a dorky, guys, and I'm not a very good joker or a comedian. So definitely if you wanted to go to a class, learn how to do floors, how to do surface prep, how to deal with moisture, unevenness, you got to hit up our April class, our Florida class, or our North Carolina class. We've done probably some of the bigger, more decorative epoxy pours ever in the world, and like we've been in like 28 countries doing this and teaching classes, and kind of education is what our company focuses on mostly. So we really want to teach you how to do everything from run a hand grinder, fix fractures. Sorry, it's probably so loud in here. We'll walk this way, show you something else you can do in a class. Our walls, all these floors here, this is a class we poured right over all these floors. This was all tile. There was like a really bad removable grid system in here that we had to pour over, grout it in, and so this is kind of the types of stuff we'd show you in class. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys join us for a wall class as well. If you want any other information, check the link in the bio and give us our office a call and make sure to sign up, and I will see you soon.